from the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pioneers of Vancouver taking on the Aviators of Orlando. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. Now his guys also 2-0, so this is a good test for both teams here early in the season. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there? Yeah. 2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's going to have to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
And that's going to be incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Nick Cross there defensively.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Cross there defensively.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return him. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now it's Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Play action. It's Darnold. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Washington. A gain of 10 yards.
A give. It's ETN off the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Darnold. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Darnold now to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jalen Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. They may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
So, partner, 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending? That's what he's doing. He'd like to continue it here in this game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Second down and 6 now.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33.
Mayfield. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And in Orlando, first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Pass the 20. 5. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Aviators will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
A handoff running left is Etienne. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good.
Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Back to throw, Darnold. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jalen Petrie picking up the sack on a safety blitz. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. Orlando takes back over on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Mayfield looks to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Pearson. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Orlando, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From the gun, Mayfield. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on
2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
That's good for Orlando. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Orlando with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Aviators go up by 2 touchdowns. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. To throw is Darnold. Good footwork at the 30. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the
And they run the option on second down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now Darnold. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Straight ahead, ETN. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And he stopped immediately there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's another Vancouver first down. 1st and 10.
Here's Darnold.
17-yard line.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jalen Walker. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
2nd and 4.
Here's Mayfield. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. brings up 2nd and 10.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he's brought down. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
Orlando, first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunky yardage picked up there.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Mayfield. This is caught by McMillan. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Mayfield now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Mayfield with it once more. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Aviators take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Now the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now it's Darnold. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. That is caught. Still going inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Ladd McConkey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Pioneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Aviators offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll find McMillan here. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime
Our journey
report.
around
Scott?
the NFL starts now. 2 AFC North teams with no love lost. All right, Brandon, thanks much. As this Sunday's action is coming to a close, big day of football we had today. Here we go. And it's the veteran, and he's still got it, Joe Mixon. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Elks are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. From there, let's move on to another compelling early season matchup. And this is Daniel Jones, one of his 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. The Riverhogs, looking for a win after 2 losses to start out the season, they lead this one at the half. Lastly, let's squeeze in one more. And this is Josh Allen. This is going to end up a touchdown. The Sentinels, looking to go 3-0 to start the year, they lead at the half. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. And I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half is theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Darnold from the gun. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And here now the offense heading back out there. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
Mayfield. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
That's good for Orlando.
Now a handoff running through the middle. Room here to run. Now he's loose again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Aviators have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Aviators.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Dangerous return man showing it here. The Pioneers offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Darnold now to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. The Aviators offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number one, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's another Orlando first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Mayfield looks to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's another Orlando first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
A gain of 12 yards. And a Vancouver first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Darnold. Pressure comes and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Darnold. Screen play. Here's ETN. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face, and Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
A 2-yard gain.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
He juked him. And the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
To throw is Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
To the left side, he's got... Now the ball comes loose. But it looks like... And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do. But
and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Darnold. That's complete. Luther Burden. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 12 yards. And a Vancouver first down. First and 10 at the 46.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
That's another Vancouver first down.
Darnold, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth-quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Ball at the 26, second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carson Schlesinger in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And they'll send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brings up second and 10.
To throw once more on second and 10. Darnold. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Darnold to throw again. Open man down the field. That's Burden. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now it's Donald. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Back to throw again. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Orlando takes back over on offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Orlando, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Vancouver, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.